We start today in Puerto Rico, where Governor Pierluisi has applauded the achievements of the tourism industry at the 2022 Puerto Rico Tourism Summit. Now panels and conferences were offered to provide access and information on programs, opportunities, and tourism incentives available for the island. Our Francis Felix reports.
Governor of Puerto Rico Pedro Pierluisi participated in the Puerto Rico Tourism Summit 2022, where he highlighted the achievements of the tourism industry as well as the projections and growth opportunities for the next year. During his message, the governor highlighted that one of the first strategies implemented to promote tourism on the island was the creation of the Promote Puerto Rico program, in which $120 million was allocated to strengthen the tourism industry and attract visitors and investors, promoting a sophisticated business ecosystem, attractions, and unique cultural offer. He pointed out other efforts made to encourage Puerto Rico to receive world-class sporting events, promote the growth of the cruise industry, and stimulate accommodation alternatives. Pierluisi added that funds had been allocated to promote Puerto Rico abroad and attract conventions, conference, and major events such as the Dick Clark New Year's Rockin' Eve for the second consecutive year.
What I just said is that Puerto Rico has shown its resiliency in recent years, and that we're putting actually our money where our mouth is, because we're devoting a lot of money, $120 million in federal funds to promote Puerto Rico. I'm talking about improving our facilities, recreational facilities, our parks, our public beaches, and at the same time actually financing an advertising campaign done by Discover Puerto Rico, outside Puerto Rico, as well as the one that our tourism company does for internal tourism purposes.
The government has the goal of promoting Puerto Rico as a competitive investment jurisdiction and increasing the portfolio of potential companies that are considering the island. 2021 closed with 9.7 million passengers through the Luis Muñoz Marin Airport, and this year, 2022, is estimated to close with more than 10 million passengers. That has meant an increase of 7% over 2019 and 10% over last year. From San Juan, Puerto Rico, Francis Felix reporting.
All right, thanks so much, Francis. In the meantime, Jamaica's first anti-corruption tip line has launched to give members of the public an avenue to report corrupt public officials and high-level criminals. Information that leads to successful operations and arrests will see tipsters receiving rewards of up to 1 million Jamaican dollars. That's about $6,500 US. The tip line was established by the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency, or MOCA, in partnership with Crime Stop, who are encouraging the public to provide information on public sector corruption, organized crime, lottery scamming, among other serious crimes. Speaking at the launch of this initiative, MOCA's director said citizens were perhaps the most critical stakeholders in the fight against corruption, which costs the country about $750 million US annually.
The participation of our citizens will enable us to develop good information, good intelligence, ultimately good cases, and then we will have the kind of outcome we all crave as a country.
And Crime Stop chairperson Sandra Glasgow congratulated MOCA for launching the tip line and allowing citizens to utilize a trustworthy, confidential channel where they can feel safe sharing information anonymously.
We have remained resolute in our mission to detect, reduce, and prevent criminal activities, which is similar to your mission of identifying and targeting major organized criminal networks and public sector corruption in order to improve security and governance in Jamaica.
And switching gears now, a new initiative in the Bahamas is all about improving the lives of people with disabilities. One Caribbean News' Dandra Hamilton reports.
In recognition of International Day of Persons with Disabilities celebrated on December 3rd, the Bahamas made strides in improving the lives of persons with disabilities, or PWDs, with upgrades to its Accessibility mobile app. These groundbreaking upgrades will now allow PWDs in the country to access more opportunities and services previously out of reach. In speaking at the launch event on Sunday, December 4th, Prime Minister Philip Davis lauded the initiative, noting that it shows the country's commitment to the PWD community.
This collective effort involving the UNDP as well as local NGOs, Corporate Bahamas, and the government through the National Commission is a real and tangible commitment by the Bahamas to this special community.
Prime Minister Davis also encouraged Corporate Bahamas to play its role in identifying the talents of individuals with disabilities.
I'm asking Corporate Bahamas to join the government in recognizing the potential in persons with disabilities and providing employment opportunities that may never have been considered before.
Minister of Social Services and Urban Development, Obi Wilchcombe, explained that the exclusion of PWDs over the years has been troubling. However, the launch of the mobile app in the Bahamas will bring the community closer to inclusion.
I'm so very pleased as you look around this room today to see this room with such a crowd. My very first event with the Social Services Department, we did not have as many. But I'm so very pleased that you all have come out because, yes, inclusion is what we demand. Inclusion is what we will have.
As of January 2023, the app, which was innovated by the National Commission of Persons with Disabilities, or NCPD, and financed by the United Nations Development Program, will allow registered PWDs to book accessible transportation, allowing unprecedented freedom of movement.